Hey everybody, Abe Shreve here, and hope you're doing fan-freaking-tastic. I wanted to share another edition of this weekend, this theme, the theme of this week in coaching. I don't know. I don't know if that's an addition or that's the name. But I'm here in beautiful Bellingham, Washington, and I am in the office of Ben Kenny at his house. We stayed there last night. It was just wonderful. He's a great host and fun to see his team get things ramped up. So there's a couple of things that I think stand out from coaching calls so far this week that I wanted to kind of shine a light on. Number one is the idea of getting a job back. Now, a great mentor of mine named Brad Wilson one time said that I judge the success of my hires by how much of their job I have to backfill. That's always really stood out to me. Like if I hire somebody, how much of their job do I have to go and do? And kind of running parallel to that is the idea of, I don't want to get that job back. I hire someone, put them in a role. I don't want to get that job back. Now, here's what's happening. I had a team that will remain completely anonymous that I was coaching with. And we talked about, they had a key sales leader that was standing between this is a fatal flaw. He was standing between the owner of the team and the team. He was the buffer, always there with a great reason. Well, we didn't hit our number in May because there was a holiday, which I went back and did the research, and amazingly enough, we've actually known that there was a holiday in June. I said May. No, it was in May. This is going back. We knew that there was a holiday there for some time. This wasn't new news. We knew there was going to be a holiday in July, like 100 years ago. I mean, these are new, right? So if I'm a sales leader and I have a goal for this month, my job is to understand these things and to be planning around them. If I know that there's a kind of a scheduled monthly interruption period coming up, I better be planning around that. So he was doing the thing that no sales leader should ever do, and that is that he was giving all these reasons and kind of buffering. He got caught in that place where he was kind of drinking the Kool-Aid of his own potential. And he was viewing his potential as if it was a big proven track record, and now he needed to retire into a leadership role that paid him a lot of money, but didn't really require much accountability. To me, this is the equivalent of someone who wants market center ownership. They want to cash the checks when the market center is profitable, but they don't ever want to write a check. They don't want to do a cash call if there's ever an off month. We don't get to pick like that. We have to do it. We have to do it both ways. So. Along the lines of that leader, the conversation was, well, we kept him in position longer than we should have because we didn't want that job back. And here was the question that I asked. I want you to go back and I want you to find the date that you took the job back. You took the job back by when you allowed that individual to lower the standard of the team by not holding him to the standard that we had previously established. That was the day you took the job back. You're not getting it back. You took it back. It's just taking you a while to realize that. I think we take jobs back all the time by what we tolerate. Doesn't mean that we want to run out and be, just ogres and you hit the standard or you're gonzo. However, two things that I would encourage you to pay very close attention to is number one, do you have anyone in your leadership organization that would ever act as a buffer between you and your team? And if you do, that is a serious, serious issue. We need to treat that every ounce a serious issue. Nobody gets to take them off the hook and save them from the mean team owner. It's a cultural kill. It's cancer to a cultural organization. Then secondly, are you sabotaging the leadership of your leaders and are you injuring your frontline leaders by taking the job back because you're allowing them to live beneath the standard? If you are, this is my call to you to repent and to reinstate them in their role. And the way we do that is we talk to them about extreme ownership and what it means and how we take on extreme ownership here. So if you're looking for some crucial conversations to have with your leadership team over the next few weeks or so, the questions that I would ask are, do you have extreme ownership? What does extreme ownership mean to you? If you were to stand up in front of Gary Keller and the entire company and give a small message on extreme ownership and what it means, do you feel confident right now in your understanding and your actual execution of that principle that you could stand up in front of that group and give that? So those are the themes that I'm seeing this week. Don't allow any of your leadership to be the buffer, and then extreme ownership means that people are going to not only be looking for how do we get why we're off plan, but they're also your leaders will come to you and say, we're off plan, and here's what I'm going to do about it, and that's what we need to be doing. And if I'm you, I'm going to be saying that to my leaders. I'm going to say to them, look, I will see the development of your leadership before my eyes when you walk into my office and you say, Abe, we are 5 listings off. We're trending to miss our listing goal this month by 5. Here's what we're going to do. We're doing 3 call nights. We're doing this. We're doing that. When I see you walk through the door, letting me know of a trajectory that we're going to miss if we don't change, and here are the changes that you've already pulled the levers on, I will be seeing your leadership blossom in front of my eyes. And people that I see really exhibiting high-level leadership, I will swing the gates of opportunity wide open for them. I would have that conversation with your leadership. All right, everyone, I hope you have a really great week, and peace, love, peace, and chicken grease. See ya.